Welcome back. And this part of the guide is a little bit different from the content we covered in the other videos. And this page is meant to introduce you to some ideas to consider when creating or managing a library website. Now, your library website is going to be one of the reference tools and that most of your users encounter. So it's very important that it's user-friendly. Most libraries maintain their own portion of the website, even though librarians typically receive very little training in web design. So hopefully this is a crash course for you and to at least show you where to get started. This page can help you get started, and as always, I'm happy to help with any questions you have. I've done a few usability studies on our current website and some other library websites and rebuilt websites based on those studies. And so it's something I love. It's very interesting to me. And so I want to share that with you. So usability is simply how user-friendly something is. It includes things like a website or maybe an object or an entire building. And if you walk into a building that has no signage, even for the restrooms, that's not very user-friendly. Whereas an airport, on the other hand, you can figure out anywhere you want to go because there's lots of signage. So it's especially important for websites to be user-friendly because it's the primary way people find information now. If you have been to a website and you couldn't find the information quickly enough, what did you do? You just left the website, right? Went to another one. Maybe you called for the information if it was a school website, let's say. But having a usable website can help people not only use your library, but also make your life easier by having ways for people to find the information that they need on their own. So here on the left, I've put together a few exercises to help you learn about usability by simply doing it. So read through these boxes, and in the first box, you're going to pretend that you're a user with a specific task. And this task up here, you want to find out the contact information and how to call to set up an appointment with a school librarian. Seems pretty simple, right? But you can tell from these two different school library websites that information isn't always available. So then the next box describes some of the most simple and common usability tests and what you can use to assess your own website as if you were an outsider looking in. Or these can also help you build a new website. There are many, many other usability tests you can do, and you can learn more about usability tests from the information in this column on the right. So this video is from the Nielsen-Norman Group, which is one of the best resources on usability. And then I've linked to some other library books and websites and just general usability resources that can help. This video describes one of the most basic usability concepts, and that is that a website should follow certain principles that are common to all websites, such as things like the links being in blue text. There's not really a comprehensive list of these principles, but you probably already know them instinctively based on your experience with other websites. And they can also change over time. So something I like to do is look at the most common websites such as Google and Amazon and see what conventions they use. Where is their search box? Where are their search limiters? Things like that. And this, you can also look at your overall school website and use a similar design on your website. And this is really helpful because then when your users get to your website, they already know how to use your website because it looks like something they're already familiar with. So usability is a very broad field. We've just scratched the surface. And if you're interested in learning more, again, I have the resources here. You can always contact me. And I really love this. I think you're going to enjoy working through these simple exercises.